How do we even begin with this one, eh?
Yeah, I don't wonder how easy this one will be to talk about. But
I don't know. I think we can. I think we can get something out of it. You know, I don't think the film is entirely hollow.
oh
If you catch my drift.
yeah, he was never hollow though.
No,
He
he never.
invisible.
He was invisible. Yeah, it's like they just decided like, okay, well, we want to make the Invisible Man, but we can't call it the Invisible Man.
It's not about a film like a guy's like entire inside is hollowed out.
Yeah,
I don't know what the point of that would be. I was like, I'm empty. Yeah.
he's just skin and a skeleton. I am a skeleton. I'm a skin skeleton.
Because we could make that movie, but
Yeah, one day.
one day.
Yeah, I've got the screenplay ready on my computer. It's the Skellington Man.
Anyway, this was our first, probably only Paul Verhoeven movie.
Possibly only. I mean, neither of us have ever seen Showgirls.
Oh God. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that is probably even the greater. Yeah.
And
Oh,
this
I take it back. I take it back.
and this movie does have the second most iconic Paul Verhoeven filmed scene in a swimming pool. And by second most iconic, I mean nobody knows about it because nobody remembers this film.
No, it's not iconic. It's not really an iconic movie.
Yeah. So the film stars the Bacon,
The Baconator.
the Baconator, and what does he play? Well, he plays he's quite clearly a psychopath from the very beginning. I mean,
Yeah, it's that kind of like egocentric. I don't know. He's not really hyped up that much as a psycho. He's just kind of like, I'm just really competent, and I'm like a rock star. Because nobody really talks like people, it's like the kind of wisecracky.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I mean, this was done back in the year 2000. I like, just like 24 years later, like this guy wouldn't have gotten anywhere near the Pentagon. He probably would have been Me Too'd like immediately. Like because so the idea is that like he's working in this on this project where initially they just seem to be turning animals invisible. So you got invisible dogs, invisible chimps. You've got an invisible gorilla, which everyone is. Oh yeah, definitely, fucking fantastic idea. You know. And what's an even better idea? Be really careless and blasé about said invisible gorilla. Just walk straight into the cage where the gorilla is and try to stick
I
it
work
with a
with
needle.
gorillas. They're fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm going to go in and with my needle. It was a needle, right?
Yeah, it was a needle. Yeah.
Needle, and then I'll just slowly. Oh, he's biting my hand.
Yeah, that's what the gorilla would definitely do. It wouldn't just rip you apart.
Ouch! And then it's kind of forgotten later.
Yeah, like nobody they stuck a gorilla in like this tiny cell, and then they turn it invisible, and then they just like Josh Brolin just walks straight in and tries to stick it with a needle, and acts shocked when the thing bites him on the hand and then fucks off, and Kevin Bacon just shows up like in his fucking. This is what scientists look like, by the way. They look like Kevin Bacon in like a cool, trendy leather jacket. This is how like he shows up to the science lab.
Yeah.
Like in this fucking trendy sports car with his trendy leather jacket,
which looks like a car mechanics place or something. Like, don't worry about it. We'll set you up. Don't worry.
It looks like
that guy in overalls. And then,
like the whole place looks like a fucking brick factory or something. And here comes the Baconator. looking like a scientist does, with his sports car and his trendy jacket, and he goes in and finds, oh shit, Josh Brolin has let the gorilla loose for what I'm guessing is maybe the 12th time this week, because the way he acts about it is just like, oh yeah, let's make a game of it, let's just go hunt the gorilla, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like it's a brick factory, it's a fucking car mechanic, a greasy guy, but instead it's a facility.
Yeah,
Is it secret? Is it like secret?
I guess. I mean, they're making animals invisible down there.
Which I've got to say, like, with the benefit, it's just like it can only be unethical.
Oh, absolutely.
Really,
I mean,
I could sneak about.
I mean, they go to the Pentagon later to present their findings and everything, and when you're a scientist and you're going to present your findings at the Pentagon, you know that you're doing something unethical.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what? I mean, what are you doing this particular project for? I mean, you know it's not for the betterment of humanity. You're doing it to kill people in some manner.
To, like, encroach on people's territory.
Yes, like you want to turn. They want to turn like. I mean, I don't know what the military was wanting. It's like we want to turn tanks invisible.
Yeah, it's basically the military from Spider-Man. They're just like
Yeah.
You're a disappointment. This is not good enough.
This won't kill enough people.
Insubstantial. And then
I won't. This won't kill enough people to get me hard.
at least 200 for that.
That's my theory, and my theory is that the whole point of the Pentagon and the military is that a bunch of old dudes just want to get hard again, and the only way they can do it is by killing a lot of people in very esoteric, science fiction-y sort of ways. So they go for people like Norman Osborn, and they go for people like Sebastian, played by Kevin Bacon here.
Yeah.
And that's what they so that's what they do. They're so
to get hard.
They do it to get hard. That's what the entire economy's about, man. I don't know what to tell you. So
yeah, and we're introduced to the crew, and just our wives is like, oh, we're having a good time. Turning a gorilla invisible.
Yeah, we're quite
and
clearly
operating on it.
We're quite clearly working for a psychopath, but everyone is just kind of like the only person who seems to realize what Sebastian is all about here is the tomboy veterinary
my wife.
woman. Yeah, tomboy waifu in this movie. I salute you, Paul Verhoeven, for giving us tomboy waifu. Yeah, she's the only one who seems to get the ick off of Kevin Bacon. Everyone else is just kind of like, come on. God, he's fine. He's alright. He's just a bit of a scamp. He's just a... Yeah. He talks about like, yes, we... So they managed to inject this gorilla, this invisible gorilla, with a serum that reverses the process, right? And everyone's like, yay, the gorilla's back and everything. And Kevin Bacon's like... yeah, that's great and all. Right, so can I have the vivisection details on my desk by Friday? And of course the veterinary waifu is like, what? Like, you're a fucking psycho. And everyone else like, come on. It's fine. Nothing concerning here. It's fine.
Yeah, it's like the work atmosphere of like Pixar or somewhere. It's just like a video game developer.
I know. It's like these guys are really acting like they're acting like excited children after basically seeing like a gorilla come back into existence, vein by vein, muscle sinew by muscle sinew.
Just the terror, just the confusion on this poor animal's face.
I know, it's horrifying.
Yeah.
And we know that they've seen worse as well, because they showed like footage at that Pentagon thing. They showed footage of another gorilla prior to this. They've done this to several gorillas.
Yeah.
That's the implication. They've done this to multiple gorillas.
Gorillas.
Right?
Why gorillas?
And you see one of them that the reverse serum didn't work, and they're just lying there in their own guts. It's like, oh my god.
Why gorillas?
I know. Like, why not chimps?
Yeah.
You hear stories about chimps, man.
Yeah.
Like, chimps are fucking awful. I don't want them near me. You know? If we're going to experiment on anything, chimps. Not gorillas. Gorillas seem fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's still dangerous, but...
They're dangerous, but they're not, like, fucked up like chimps. Like, chimps will rip your dick off.
Yeah, it's just... No.
You know? Which, to be honest, is probably what should have happened to Kevin Bacon in this movie. Speaking of his dick, because, like... we'll get to that.
Yeah,
but...
of course. I mean,
So they've done this to multiple gorillas, but they managed to reverse the process, and so the gorilla's back. This gorilla never really shows up again, by the way, because I was thinking that the gorilla was going to be the one to kill Kevin Bacon at the end, because that would have been
that'd be great.
yeah, that would have been like
Not that it wasn't great at the end. But,
yeah, sure, but like I mean, Kevin Bacon getting beaten up by a gorilla would have been just mwah, chef's kiss, you know. But yeah, so Kevin Bacon, of course, is like with his hubris and all, with his huge hubris.
That's an in-joke of when we were watching a film and I misspelled, I mispronounced hubris.
Yeah, his hubris. It's his hubris.
This makes sense when I say it in this generation because we like misspelling things for comedy.
Yeah.
On the interwebs.
It's comedy, don't you know? It's funny when you misspell things or mispronounce things. So due to Kevin Bacon's massive CGI generated hubris, he decides, right, yeah, I'm gonna be the hollowed man. I'm gonna hollow myself out using this serum, and so he does, and this is one of the first instances of seeing Kevin Bacon's skinless computer generated cock.
Yeah.
Which remember, someone went on a computer and they animated Kevin Bacon's penis.
And they took a salary.
Yes, they did. They got paid for this, and I assume Paul Verhoeven got paid for this, and a lot of people got paid for this, is what I'm saying. All right, and it all revolves around Kevin Bacon's dick, because it shows up multiple times throughout the movie. I'm surprised it didn't have a fucking credit. Kevin Bacon's dick, played by Kevin Bacon's dick.
Computer effect.
Computer effect, played by computer effect.
You did not need to credit the penis. This is quiet.
Quiet, Paul. I'm the credits guy, and what I say goes. It was in the movie.
Regretting this entirely.
Well, I think he does regret it, doesn't he?
He said he could say that only someone like him could have made RoboCop or Star Troopers, but 20 directors could make this.
It's true. Yeah. You got it.
This is almost some parts of this are Verhoeven but it really isn't. It's
it really isn't. Anyone could have made this film.
A level snark that this film has is just not him.
Brett Ratner could have made this film. I don't know why he popped into my head. Yeah, Brett Ratner, he could have made this film.
He's the name generic director.
Yeah, he's the generic director.
Yeah. There's plenty of directors, but he's the most
generic. Yes. So Kevin Bacon becomes the hollowed man.
Yeah.
And
he's had a relationship with Elizabeth Shue, and she's with Josh Brolin.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. She's Josh Brolin is part of the science team along with Elizabeth Shue, and they are banging. But she used to be with Kevin Bacon. But she seems to it's weird their relationship, because they she seems to still kind of dig him, but she's constantly bigging this guy up and everything, but it's quite clear that the relationship fell apart, you know, and when you see the way he acts, this is it's quite apparent whose fault that was, but there's this whole drama, this love triangle type thing going on. And so he becomes the hollowed man, and he spends 3 days in this state of invisibility. And of course everyone's having a laugh and a joke and everything. Haha, he's invisible. This isn't weird and creepy at all. I'm, fucking Ian Malcolm shows up, and he's just just because you can. It was shut up, Ian Malcolm. We're just making people invisible here, There's nothing there's nothing unethical about this at all. So speaking of unethical, automatically sexually deviant behavior.
Yeah.
Automatically. I mean, like, people go on about, like, oh, if I was invisible, like, yeah, man, I'd be going to the girls' locker room, and yeah, you know, it's like, but
Yeah.
but like, you know, most people are like, haha, yeah, that's funny, yeah, as if that would happen, as if I do that. No, fucking automatic. It's like there's no build up. There's no build up to this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just automatically pixie tomboy waifu.
Yeah,
Is
like,
the victim.
yeah, she's fallen asleep. I mean, first of I mean, like, strike one, falling asleep when you know that there is an invisible Letch nearby. Like, and the guy was lecherous to begin with.
Yeah.
You know, it was quite clear that he was lecherous, and you know, so she falls asleep, and he comes in, starts slowly unbuttoning her breast, which she doesn't have a bra underneath, by the way. You know. It's very scientific behavior,
Yeah.
walking around with no bra on, you know. I mean,
You know, leather jackets, braless, pixie tomboy.
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying she was asking for it, and that's where that sentence will end.
She wore no bra. She didn't, but nobody else really knew that. We didn't know that.
Oh no, he would have sensed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he would have said that. Look, I'm a Letch, and I know what Letches can sense. I mean, I know you're currently not wearing a bra under that top right now, Chris.
Oh God, you are a legend of psychic powers or something.
Yeah.
God, yeah. There's a conflicting feeling of, oh, it's her tits, but you know, but it's him being lecherous, so it's like, don't do that.
No, don't do that. No, don't do that. We're nice guys here. Nice guys. You don't want to. I mean, I want to see the pixie tomboys.
I want to see our consensual sex or something, but then
we're all about consent here.
We don't want terror. It's just
yeah. You know,
and, oh God, and then just, you know,
leave the pixie tomboy alone, Kevin Bacon. Yeah. So, but yeah, automatic. Like, and the thing is, right? Everyone else knows this about him. Mm-hmm. Like, they know this about him, particularly the women. Like, the black lady, and unfortunately I cannot remember her name, so she's just going to be Black Lady.
I just know Sebastian, whatever his face, and then no one else.
Yeah, that's it. Pretty much it.
It's black woman.
But so the black girl, like, she goes into the toilet and, you know, goes to sit down, but then she's suspicious for a second. She puts on the goggles that they use, like the thermal goggles. Yeah. To try and make sure he's not around. So they know! Like, they know what they're dealing with here. But they still, like, play around, ha, you know, this is all fine. You know, we haven't just given a terrible person immense levels of power or anything like that. You know, like, I just couldn't, like, the first hour of this movie is just me going, well, of course things are going to go to hell. So after about 3 days of letching it up, they decide, all right, we're gonna change him back now, and lo and behold, it doesn't work. He comes back for a second as a sort of weird muscle thing, you know, like with no eyelids or anything like that, and it always looks terrible. Like the Invisible Man effects in this movie are pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
But when he's like, it's just like the muscle sinew, and you see like the organs and all that stuff. Oh God, it does not hold up. Like Starship Troopers, that shit holds up like nothing else now. But this, no, it just doesn't. It doesn't do it for me. But so yeah, it doesn't work, and of course this is where the tone kind of starts to shift, because obviously Kevin Bacon is not really that happy that you know, the serum hasn't worked, and like he's throwing up and he's like getting really ornery, and it just ain't good, you know. But so they give him what they do is they give him like a weird sort of latex cream mask thing.
Yeah, they pour like the cake mix over his face.
Yeah, they take the cake mix and they pour it over his face, and that's what he looks like through the rest of the film when he's not just like invisible. He looks like Dave.
Yeah.
You know, that fucking burn victim guy that everyone thinks is Michael Jackson, or was Michael Jackson because he's dead as well.
Right.
So I imagine, I wonder how that actually works. Because if like Michael Jackson, if Michael Jackson faked his death to be Dave, but
For
then,
what gain?
but for what gain exactly? But then Dave dies in 2018, so I can only assume that Michael Jackson either died actually there, at which point, like, who wouldn't find out that he was Michael Jackson at that point, or he faked his own death again, and now he's somebody else. For all we know, we're walking down the street and Michael Jackson just walked past us.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah. But this was a hell of a tangent. So,
yeah.
But yeah, he looks like that. In there are times where he's walking back. He's walking around. And he's got the hood up and the sunglasses on, and he looks like the Unabomber. He's got like that fucking sketch composite of the Unabomber that goes around all the time. So he dresses up like Uncle Ted, and he's like, "I'm going out." And so he goes out, and there's this lady that lives across from him, and we saw her earlier, right? Like she has a tendency to strip practically naked in front of her window before it was, oh wait, I've got the fucking curtains open, and shuts them, and so like Kevin Bacon of course gets a bit of an eyeful there and everything, and it's just kind of like, yeah, whatever, but now he's looking at the girl.
I can act on, yes.
Oh yes, I can act on it now, yeah. And you think like, oh, he's just going to go over and he's going to watch her shower or something. Like, no, it's time for full-on rape. So of course, thanks, Paul. This is what I really wanted to see, where Kevin Bacon raping a woman who never shows up again. By the way,
No.
We just assume that this woman just kind of. I mean, what's she gonna do? Is she gonna call up the cops and be like, "I was raped by an invisible man"? Like.
This is like, I looked at the criticisms in this film, and there's like misogynist undertones, and I guess like having a woman raped and then ignored does kind of give that effect, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, the main character is a fucking psycho rapist.
It's not really in his favor. It's just a lurid film.
It is. It's just, yeah. I mean, look, it's Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be lurid in one way or another. But I wasn't quite. I mean, I was expecting, lecherous behavior. But I wasn't expecting full-on sexual assault.
Yeah, I didn't expect like this was going to be like the focus. It's like he's a sex creep.
He's just a sex creep. That's it.
And he goes after like his old lover.
Fucking Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah. And then he's just like talking to her like, you like it.
Yeah. And she just ignores this. Like, again, like, fucking in current year, this guy would have been at least reported to HR.
Yeah.
But no, like, I guess we're just kind of trapped down in this science chamber underneath the brick mill with this guy, and we can't really complain about it. We can't go to the Pentagon and be like, yeah, like, we take issue with, potential, like, weapons science being developed by rapists. Like, which, I mean, look, is government in a nutshell, let's be honest. I guess it's accurate in that sense.
Yeah.
I guess it has to be. It's not an episode of Clown Town without me going after the government like 6 or 7 times per episode.
Anything you make about going after the government.
Yeah, exactly. But so the Baconator gets his Rapinator on. And
you do know there's like a burger called the Baconator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just laughing at just the bacon.
Yeah, and I'm doing my level best to associate it with sexual assault. Why? I don't know. You go into my brain and ask me why I do these things, because I certainly can't get any fucking sense out of it. So the Baconator did his Rapinator, and I'm gonna keep saying it.
Sure.
But yeah, so Kevin Bacon, he's tired after a night of sexual assault. as anyone would be.
I guess you would.
I mean, that shit's hard work. You know, not that I know.
So to speak.
So yeah, like I can imagine it's
for
hard
lack
work.
of better term, you know. But,
yeah. So you know, just.
Oh god! I think I thought it would be. Well, yeah, obviously it would be good stuff to talk about in this movie. But
yeah. So you know, he's obviously tired and he's a bit grumpy, and you know, the dog's barking.
Oh god, the poor dog.
And you know,
poor dog.
What do you do? Now the funny thing is, I did say earlier in the film that like this guy is like scientist Patrick Bateman. And, well, what did Patrick Bateman do? Well, he killed a dog.
Yeah.
And what does Kevin Baconator do in this film? Well, he baconates that dog against the fucking wall of its own cage.
It reminded me of their baconates and like cross with like killing a dog. The dog is baconated.
He fucking, yeah. The dog is baconated and its bacon juice is all up against the wall.
Oh god!
You know, and then you know the pixie waifu shows up, finds an invisible, annihilated dog, and goes, "Hey, Kevin, did you do this? Did you kill this dog?" And he's like, "I didn't do it. Fuck you."
Animals die. It just says it in the most like cold and passionate way.
Yeah, they die. Yeah, it's
they
like
die, okay.
Sometimes dogs just smash their own faces up against the wall.
It's the fact that a dog just like passed away. This tiny little dog. But no, there's fucking blood there, Kevin.
Yeah, like they got like it was. Its blood was all over the fucking wall. Explain that, Kevin.
Explain that, you prick.
But they kind of just ignore it because it's like they look at the CCTV footage, right? And what Kevin's done is that what he did was, right. This is very technical, all right. So I hope you're following me here, right. What he does is he opens up the CCTV camera in his room, and he just fucking slams some kind of random loose motherboard into there along with a couple of wires, and it suddenly just kind of shows some old footage of him like sleeping in bed.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of reminds me of this movie from a while ago where this bus had to keep its speed above 50. But if its speed dropped, it would explode. I think it was called The Bus That Couldn't Slow Down. But
yeah, very good.
Yes, I know.
That's your joke.
Yeah, I am. Yes, I am great at it.
But like, yeah, they didn't have like the scene where he's just like they look at the camera and it's like him like snoring and like breathing in and out as like a pillow feather like floats above him. So they just look at this and they just automatically think, oh yeah, it's okay, it's fine, you know. He went at one point he went out, right, and he goes to Elizabeth Shue's apartment, and he sees that she's with Josh Brolin now, and of course he flies into a fit of psychopathic rage and smashes their window, and of course they go out the window and they see like they hear someone going down the stairs. And like the fire escape like shaking, and it's like, man, it looks like there was some kind of invisible man here. Like I mean, I don't know any invisible man. I know a hollowed man. So it couldn't have been the hollowed man. I mean, apart from anything else, he just seems to be sleeping in his room. I'm just gonna look at this bullshit fucking thermal camera and not go and check or anything. You know, so for ages they're just like under the impression that I guess dogs just smash their own heads up against the sides of it's like their arteries just explode.
Yeah, and
scare your daughter.
Windows just smash and
scare your baby daughter if you just suddenly die.
Yeah, like it just it just happens with dogs like that. It happens all the time. Pretty soon, everyone starts to figure out that the Baconator is totally out to lunch. Uh,
So
to speak,
for lack of better, yeah,
for lack of a better term, I guess. And so they go to the old guy at the Pentagon, and they explain to him like, well, okay, what has actually been happening and everything. And so and of course Kevin Bacon's been following them, and he kills the Pentagon guy by drowning him in his own pool, which, like I said, is it's the second most iconic film scene in a swimming pool that Paul Verhoeven's ever done.
So the first one is that Basic Instinct, or
no, that's Showgirls.
Oh, right.
It's the bit where it's the one where Kyle MacLachlan fucks Jesse Spano from Saved by the Bell in the.
Yeah, we definitely have to see this horrible movie.
But so he kills Pentagon guy, and then afterwards the Baconator comes back to the science facility, and he locks everyone in the facility. Now, I don't understand how he's done this. I mean, why would you have that function? Just like, I can just revoke everyone's clearance so that they literally cannot leave the science bunker. I mean, that's just setting it up for an egomaniac psychopath to just trap everyone and kill them off one by one, which is what happens. And this film gets the gore in this film gets pretty out there, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's not quite RoboCop levels, but
no,
it's pretty up there. I mean,
pretty blunt.
The guy, one of the guys, he gets strangled by Kevin Bacon, and Kevin Bacon's on the he's on a pipe, right, and somehow or another the hollowed man serum has given him super strength to lift this what is clearly like a 200-pound man
it's a swarmy
up
man.
by his throat, and then he drops him.
So the steam goes.
The steam goes in his face, and he drops him, and the guy's he gets his throat gashed open on like a
shunts over
on like a sticky out piece of metal somewhere, and it's that's that looked bad. Like, that guy didn't deserve that.
No, none of these guys do.
His worst crime was that at one point he was talking to Kevin Bacon about what he was doing while he was out before.
He's like,
yeah. It's like there was Kevin Bacon's like, well, there was this one chick. Yeah, I know. Oh, did you mess with her? It's yeah. It's I raped her. Like, what? No, I just thought that maybe you peeked through her window, or you knocked on her door and ran away or something like that. What? You fucking raped? Oh my god! Oh god, that was his worst crime. Just kind of indulging this guy's letchiness, for a second. But he didn't deserve that. But yeah, so the pixie girl finds the guy, and she's like, "I'm gonna go get some blood for him." I mean, I don't know what she was planning to do.
Talk about the black woman dying as well.
Oh yeah, the black woman dies. I forgot about the black woman. She
gets locked up in a locker. And
she gets strangled, and she ends up locked up in a locker. Of course, unfortunately, the black chick dies in this film. In fact, she's the first one to die.
That old.
The trope isn't totally without merit.
No.
But so the pixie girl finds the dude bleeding out on the floor, and she's like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna go get some blood." So she runs off to the medical wing, and she gets a shit ton of blood packs. They had a ton of blood packs. And I don't know what she was planning to do, just do a transfusion right there in the steam-filled hallway, and I don't know how it was supposed to work. But we know why the blood packs are there, so that we could have the scene where she rips open the blood packs and starts spreading it all over the floor, so that she can see footprints, and you were like, "Oh, it'd be funny if it just the whole time."
Because you see like the big pool, but there's also like a part to the side where it's just like clearly.
Yeah, like he could just walk around. Or the whole time he was just behind her, and she's just like spraying this blood out on the floor, dramatically. But then like he manages to kill the pixie girl, which I wasn't expecting actually.
Yeah.
I didn't expect her to die. I thought she would live.
Yeah. Which is a shame.
But then Elizabeth Shue and Josh Brolin and that other guy with like the bad hairline.
Yeah.
They show up and they find the pixie girl dead, and the receding hairline guy has a sort of he's behind me, isn't he moment.
Yeah.
Like he just takes a crowbar and rams it straight through his torso. Oh. Like, it gets brutal towards the end. Like this movie gets really brutal. I mean, as if the rape weren't brutal enough. We had to get this guy getting impaled. We had to get the guy getting his throat gashed open. So they shut them in. So he shuts Josh Brolin and Elizabeth Shue in this freezer. Not after fucking practically gutting Josh Brolin with the end of a crowbar, of course. And so they're just shut in there, and I'm just thinking, like, wouldn't there be like a safety lever or something? Like, why wouldn't they? Couldn't you just open it for me? I mean, it seems right. I mean, this whole facility is just a health and safety nightmare. I mean, like, you can get trapped in the freezer. You can just fall over and gash your throat open on a sticky out piece of metal, and an invisible psychopath can just revoke your clearance so you can't leave.
And testing invisibility on some dangerous animals.
Yeah, I know. Like, there was the thing at the start, right, where you see the rat running along the floor,
the rat.
and then it gets grabbed, and it gets its head bitten off by something invisible. And
probably a monkey.
Is it a monkey?
It was probably. I'm just because there was a monkey there. I'm just gonna imagine it's a monkey.
Yeah, because like I mean, do gorillas have a habit of grabbing rats?
I know that's a weird thing. It's a gorilla.
We thought maybe it was like a big cat or something like that.
No,
but it grabs it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck that was.
You gotta love this place. Like just like disparate animals, like the monkeys, the apes, the small dog.
I know. We've got like all the levels of fucking animals here. We've got domesticated dogs and cats and whatnot, and a gorilla. Like,
wasn't that? Yeah.
And again, the gorilla, much like the rape victim in this film, just vanishes.
Yeah.
Like we can only assume that it perished when the climax of this film happens, but yeah. So Elizabeth Shue manages to get out of the freezer using some weird technique where she like electrifies a drawer handle with a defibrillator and turns it into a magnet, so she's able to like shunt out the bar for the door, like on the other side. Which right. I'm sure that's how that works. Just electrify a piece of metal and grab it with your bare hands. Do it, kids. It's all right. Uncle Glenn says it's okay. Do what movies tell you to do. Movies are how I got through life. They're filled with fantastic life lessons that you should follow to the letter. So in the meantime, the Baconator, he's dressed up like a fucking serial killer. He's got his like sunglasses on and the cap and everything. He's dressed all in black. And he just like casually makes some nitro. Because again, these chemicals are just lying about. The chemicals seem to be like in the same place where he found that magic circuit board that just changes the image on a CCTV camera when you tap a wire against it. So he's got like the nitroglycerin, and he sets the place up to blow basically. And Elizabeth Shue comes out, and she's got a fucking tank of like I don't know, propane or something. You know, she's got propane, obviously bought by what's the name of the company that Hank Hill works for?
I have no idea. But,
I don't know. It's like, yeah. Um, so yeah, Hank Hill provided the science facility with a bunch of propane, and she's got this big tank. And just as Kevin Bacon is about to leave and let the place blow up, and live his life as the hollowed man, she comes along. You know how I like my bacon? Crispy! She doesn't say that. She doesn't say that. I wish she did. But
talking about the actor Kevin Bacon.
Aye. It would make no sense, but I wish it was there. I mean, look, the movie itself doesn't make sense.
No.
So he just like runs down the hall, absolutely like burning, and for some reason, like this, he becomes invisible again, like despite all like the burns and whatnot. Like I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't know how the invisibility of this is supposed to work or anything, but the burns just seem to kind of flake off of him, and he becomes invisible again. And he also seems perfectly capable of, just still moving around and defending himself in a satisfactory fashion, despite having engaged in a full body burn just not a few seconds ago. But Josh Brolin comes back and fucking cracks him over the head with a crowbar. That doesn't kill. That doesn't. Yeah, he drops it.
Drops it.
Because that's what you do. If you've got a perfectly good weapon, you always drop it. Just drop it the moment you use it.
Just these hack movie mistakes.
I know. So of course he drops the crowbar, and Kevin Bacon, who by this point should be in an excruciating amount of pain, picks up the crowbar, tries to whack them both with it, but ends up smashing it into the conveniently placed electrical panel that is just there at the side of the hallway, because this place is a death trap.
I thought the film was going to end there. It was it's funny, but it was just like, they were just done by accident. Just like, okay, nah! But
that's it, yeah. He's just like, he was killed by poor health and safety standards. But yeah, so they get of course the elevator's not working, so and this fucking thing is like counting down. This bomb thing is counting down. So they get up on top of the elevator and start climbing up the ladder in the shaft. And everything blows up. The elevator like shoots up, and then it starts to come back down and whatever. And you're sitting there thinking, it's like, okay, surely the movie should have ended by now. The entire science lab has blown up. There's flames shooting up through this elevator shaft. But you're still sitting there going like, he's got to come back. He's going to come back.
It's going to be stupid when it does.
It's going to be hilarious.
It's hilarious, yeah.
And it is hilarious. When he comes back, somehow, having managed to escape not only the flames shooting through all the corridors of the science lab, up through the elevator shaft, and the elevator like shooting up and coming back down again. He's there. Fucking
all the damage he's taken from everyone.
I know, like this serum. I mean, this serum like must have done something to him to give him that kind of like resilience, But now he's just basically, he's still kind of like he's just kind of like muscle sinew man now. Like, he's not the hollowed man anymore. He's the skinless man.
Yeah.
And he comes back, and the first thing he does, like, he doesn't try to really kill Elizabeth Shue or anything. He's just kind of like, I want one last kiss, just a Letch to the end. you gotta admire this guy. This guy is horny to the end.
He's gonna die.
Covered in third-degree burns. Just yeah.
I will get my end off.
Yeah, I will get my end off.
How right was he?
Yeah, and his end. I mean, look, you could see his end as well. Like again, when he's climbing up the ladder, and you see his fucking skinless cock just like.
And of course, is his end.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's our wordplay.
So, but what she does is like she manages to like she kicks down like the elevator and grabs hold of the wire, and he goes down with the elevator, and one of the greatest special effects shots of all time, certainly of the early 2000s, that shot of him falling down the elevator shaft with his face into the flames.
Yeah, it's something else. I seem to recall seeing that picture before and just go, oh my god, look at that.
I'm shocked nobody has memed that. Like, but then of course nobody remembers this film.
No.
And I think Paul Verhoeven would rather they didn't remember it.
It's just so weird to see him just regret a movie.
The man who made Showgirls.
I don't think he regretted Showgirls. It's at least
he showed up for his Razzie.
Yeah.
For that film.
Wow.
I think it's only him and Halle Berry that have ever showed up for to get their Razzie.
Did Sandra Bullock do it?
I don't know actually. As far as I'm aware, it's him and Halle Berry. She showed up for Catwoman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because, to be fair, like, oh, that's good sports on them, because I know I just love how much unfun the Razzies are.
Yeah, I know. It just seems like it just seems like Reddit tier cringe. A lot of Razzies, but like it's just if you think of something cringy, I just associate it with Reddit.
It's the Reddit of his day.
Yeah, aye. It's like, but
Danny DeVito and Batman Robin, fucking.
I know, like that. Well, what in Batman Returns?
Yeah.
They gave him a Razzie for that.
He was nominated or given.
He was perfect.
Exactly.
He was perfect in that movie.
Exactly.
See, this
what you call it? Because
the Razzies are the snarky internet critics before there were snarky internet critics.
What you call it? Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter from Nightmare on Elm Street 5 got given a Razzie.
That song.
Yeah.
Got given a Razzie.
They can burn.
They can burn.
They should have been instead of Hollow Man falling into the fucking an entire institution fall.
And by the way,
I don't care if it doesn't make any sense.
And by the way, all those animals are dead. That gorilla is dead. Like, at no point did we see them evacuate the animals or anything like that. Like, all those, like, the dogs, the cats, monkeys, that gorilla, they're all dead.
Yeah. It's just, it's victims just die unnoticed. Or unnoticed. Like
that woman is just going to go the rest of her life, just like, she's probably like, I mean, it's not even just that she's traumatized, it's also that no one will believe her that she got raped by an invisible man. It's like that movie, The Entity. Yeah. Like, there's this movie called The Entity where this woman gets raped by a ghost. Yeah.
That's the film I want to make.
Yeah, that's the one. The one. Yeah, so what did you think of this movie? What do you think of The Hollowed Man?
Oh god, I wasn't thinking much of it to begin with, because it's just like the snark fest of just like, we're just lackadaisicals.
Yeah, we're just tolerating this obvious lecherous egomaniac psychopath in our midst. Yeah, it's cool.
But then it got more funnier, just more fucking lurid and terrible.
Yeah, it got more lurid. Definitely, it got and then of course at the end it became a full-on horror film where they're trapped in the science lab and they just get killed off in multiple like gory ways and everything, and I don't know, I kind of love it.
I know, it's amazing.
It's such a fucking. It's like I can totally see.
It's a piece of crap.
It is a piece of crap. Oh my god! But man, like you know, it's like I don't know. I just like I will defend some shit, right? This ain't one of them. But I love it. If you get what I mean. I ain't about to defend it. I don't think Paul Verhoeven wants me to defend it. So, yeah, there you go. That's The Hollowed Man. Yeah. From the year of our Lord, 2000. 2,000 years after the death of our Lord and Savior.
We see,
or the birth of our Lord and Savior.
see-
I don't know how dates work.
No, I don't know. It was just like, and then we see that Kevin Bacon try and get fresh with a tomboy. That's the least of his
By
fucking...
breaking her neck.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's later.
Groping her and breaking her neck.
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, hey, this has been another episode of Cloud Town. I'm your host, Dead-Eye Ducky, and this has been the wonderful and lurid Christopher Baird.
Lurid. Yes, yeah. See you around, everyone.
And may you ride the night to the morning sun. And don't rape people.
Yeah, just don't do that.
Don't do it.